This is the AEW Collision November 8, 2025 full show results video, which takes place at Bayou Music Center in Houston, Texas. The show started with a tag team match between Bang Bang Gang vs FTR. The match kicks off with Austin Gunn nearly setting up Cash Wheeler for an elbow drop from Juice Robinson, but Cash escapes. Juice and Dax tag in, with Juice gaining early control before FTR slows the pace. Juice counters a double suplex with DDTs on both opponents, leading to Austin tagging in and unleashing a flurry of moves, including a sling blade and arm drag neckbreaker. However, FTR isolates him until he lands a double clothesline and tags Juice. Juice fires back with punches and a leaping crescent kick, but Cash counters his crossbody with a power slam. Chaos erupts when Bandito and Gravity attack Big Stoke, joined by Jet Speed. Amid the distraction, Austin hits Dax with a Faymaster, and Juice follows with the Juice is Loose, securing the win. In a post-Dynamite interview, Kyle Fletcher tells Renee Paquette he's conflicted about facing Mark Briscoe. Winning keeps his title, but losing means joining the Don Callis family, which he sees as career-changing. Okada appears, apologizes for Takeshita's absence, and declares he and Kyle are the captains of the Don Callis family, dubbing themselves Prod Okada. Then we saw a match between Kyle Fletcher vs Ace Austin for the AEW TNT Championship. The match begins with Kyle Fletcher targeting Ace Austin's arm, hitting a standing arm breaker, and grounding him early. Ace counters with quick roll-ups and near falls before Fletcher regains control with a running boot, a swinging backbreaker, and a full Nelson slam. Ace responds with fast-paced offense, landing multiple kicks, a Russian leg sweep leg drop combo, and a Fosbury flop to the outside. Back in the ring, Ace connects with a roundhouse kick and a straightjacket DDT, but Fletcher turns the tide with a powerbomb into the apron and a sit-out powerbomb. After trading momentum and near falls, Fletcher survives Ace's fold attempts, counters with a lawn dart, and finishes with a massive lariat, a running corner kick, and a brainbuster in the corner to secure the victory. In a vignette, AEW Women's World Champion Kris Statlander addresses her upcoming Full Gear title defense against Mercedes. Statlander says Mercedes lacks the focus of a true champion and that her title represents legacy and purpose, not decoration. She acknowledges their past battles but vows that even Mercedes at her best won't be enough this time. A video from Dynamite shows the Death Riders being interrupted by Don Callis and Kyle Fletcher. Callis thanks them for taking out Mark Briscoe after Blood and Guts and offers to give them anything they want. Pac rejects the offer, and Moxley tells Callis they don't need favors. As they leave, Claudio Castagnoli stares down TNT champion Kyle Fletcher. Then we saw a match between Tay Mello and Anna Jay vs Maya World and Hyan. The match begins with Tay Mello suplexing Maya and landing a big right hand. Anna Jay tags in, and Tay J double-team Maya before Hyan enters. Mello hits Hyan with a pump kick, and Tay J finish with a double-team move for the win. Backstage, Athena tells Lexi Nair that if Mercedes had supported her in the tournament, she wouldn't be in this position. She vows to take control of her situation by turning Harley Cameron into a puppet for her amusement. Then we saw a women's blood and guts advantage battle match 2 between Jamie Hayter vs Skye Blue. The match begins with quick roll-up exchanges between Jamie Hayter and Skye Blue, each earning near falls. Blue retreats to the floor, luring Hayter into a chase before tossing her into the steel steps. Back in the ring, Blue takes control, landing strikes, but Hayter battles back with hard chops and a powerful spinebuster. Blue fires back with punches and sends Hayter face-first into the turnbuckle, followed by a kick for a near fall. Both women trade heavy blows, ending in a double headbutt. Blue hits a cheeky Nando's and a running powerbomb, nearly sealing the win. However, Hayter counters the code Blue, dodges a clothesline, and connects with a devastating Hayterade to secure the pinfall victory after a hard-fought, back-and-forth contest. After the match, Thekla and Julia Hart attack Jamie Hayter, taking the fight to the floor. The Babes of Wrath, Harley Cameron and Willow Nightingale rush out to make the save as security intervenes while fans chant, "Let them fight." Then we saw a women's blood and guts advantage battle match number 3 between Harley Cameron vs Thekla. The match begins with a lockup before Harley Cameron lands a shotgun dropkick, sending Thekla to the floor. Harley dominates early with shoulder thrusts and corner punches until Thekla rakes her eyes and drops her face first on the turnbuckle. Thekla takes control, suplexing Harley on the floor and repeatedly slamming her down while shouting at fans, "We're not playing around." Harley regains momentum with a leaping facebuster, followed by stumps, running clotheslines, and a sling blade for a near fall. Both women battle on the top rope, where Harley bites Thekla's face and traps her in the Tree of Woe for a shotgun dropkick. Thekla avoids a swanton bomb, taunts with her spider pose, then connects with a powerful running spear to secure the hard-fought victory. Backstage with Lexi Nair, Jet Speed announces that both members will compete in the Casino Gauntlet match at Full Gear to determine the first-ever AEW National Champion. Backstage, Max Caster and Anthony Bowens announce they're ending their reunion and won't be the Acclaimed again, claiming they can't work together. Lexi Nair reminds them that Tony Khan said their merch sales and ratings rise as a team. Despite this, they refuse to reunite, telling Khan to cancel their Full Gear match because they're not showing up. In the main event of the show, we saw a men's blood and guts advantage battle match number 3 between Jon Moxley vs Roderick Strong. The match begins with Roderick Strong and Jon Moxley locking up in a technical exchange, trading holds and reversals. Moxley gains control with chops, a thumb to the eye, and joint manipulation, including stomping on Strong's elbow and snapping his fingers outside the ring. Strong battles back, slamming Moxley onto the barricade before Moxley responds with a double underhook suplex. Strong fires up with a leaping kick, enziguri, facebuster, and powerbomb before locking in a Boston Crab, which Moxley escapes. They trade submissions until interference breaks out. Marina Shaffer trips Strong, Kyle O'Reilly evens the odds, and Pac attacks Strong, letting Moxley hit a curb stomp for 2. Amid chaos, Daniel Garcia sets up a table but gets run over by it. Strong reverses a paradigm shift, dropping Moxley on the steps. As Moxley crawls back, Darby Allin emerges from under the ring, trips him, and reveals a taser, costing Moxley the match. After the match, the fans then go crazy as the show comes to a close. How would you rate this week's AEW Collision show? Tell me in the comments, and thanks for watching the video.